Hello, Earth Signs! Welcome to Terra Firma Thursdays. Every Thursday I read for you, dear friends, for your highest good and your highest outcome, because that's what I'm here for. Welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. Terra Firma Thursdays. All right, Earth Signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We're going to use the Everyday Tarot and the Wild Unknown Pocket Edition today for you. And I also have the rune cards out, and I decided I'm going to go ahead and pull a rune just to see what the reading might be about, okay? And we'll get into it right now. Also, by the way, so I'm doing it by element this week. I'm trying something a little different rather than each individual sign. But keep an eye out for collective readings as well. I'm kind of trying to leave space for Spirit to give me things to read on, basically. I'm trying to be flexible because I have a tendency to get into a routine or a bit of a rut, and it's like, well, this is how I do it, and blah, 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 blah. So I'm just trying to intentionally leave some space, okay? So, okay, looks like our rune today is Othala. This is awesome. Okay. Inherited property or possessions, a house, a home, what is truly important to one, group order, group prosperity. Okay, I really like that because something that's been on my mind a lot lately is that your what is truly important to you at the core of everything is actually something that will bring prosperity to the group at large. And sometimes it feels a little bit like a dichotomy in the sense that maybe people are expecting something else of you, but really when you get to the core of who you are and what you truly desire, that avenue of your true passions is really what's going to enable you to benefit the collective more than anything else. We are here to be our authentic selves and to get to the core of what that is and to utilize it in a way that not only brings us joy and happiness in this life, but also to benefit others. And the happier you are, the more in your true nature you are, the more you'll be able to serve other people with your love. All right? So, awesome. Let's get into the reading now. We're kicking it off with the Queen of Wands. Okay. We've got the Page of Wands. Did I say Queen of Wands? What's wrong with me? Seven of Wands. Wow. Okay, this is the Seven of Wands, not the Queen of Wands. I don't know why I said Queen of Wands. Then we got the Page of Wands. Okay, so a lot of fire here. Then we have the Two of Pentacles. All right, underlying the deck is the Ten of Cups. We are in the pursuit of our true happiness, our true nature, like I was just speaking to, right? So Ten of Cups underlies. It's obviously a card of ultimate peace and happiness. I don't know why I left my drawer open behind me. What I'm seeing here, though, there is the Seven of Wands and the Page of Wands. It's like, and I feel like the general vibe here is like you've kind of begun to figure out what it is that you do truly desire. The Page of Wands is fixated on their passion, and in so doing, there's a bit of a sort of a rebirth of passion within the Page of Wands. And there's a lot of spiritual healing kind of implicated in that. I feel like you've been juggling certain obligations in your life, maybe all your responsibilities, things like that. And you're getting ready to bring that into balance. So, by releasing something. I think the Seven of Wands here, this defensive energy is just that you may have some difficulty perhaps communicating to other people why you're doing what you're doing, and maybe they may be a bit critical about it. So there's a defensive energy there where you're really having to insist and sort of stand your ground on what you're about to do or what you are doing and what you're letting go of. Not everybody's going to understand it, but ultimately that's okay, because what you're defending and what you're standing on is your pursuit of true, deep, meaningful happiness here with the Ten of Cups. So everybody has the right to pursue their true happiness, Again, that prosperity, right? What is truly important to one, as the Othala card says, as the rune says. So I love that. All right, so clarifying the Seven of Wands, we did have the Queen of Swords drop right out there. Queen of Swords is very intuitive. She's very discerning, and she definitely does not take any BS, you know? She cuts BS out of her life. Like, she will swing that sword and cut anything out that doesn't serve, that doesn't need to be there. We have the Six of Pentacles as well that popped. It looks like I've actually got 4 cards. I'm going to stop shuffling, first of all. Okay, let's get into this. So, regarding the Seven of Wands, we have the Queen of Swords. Again, she's cutting the BS out of her life. She won't take it anymore, you know. Very critical energy here, which is okay. I think criticism can be very, very valid. That's the main drawback with her. She can be pretty aggressive, you know, so there's an aggressive energy there. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity on the horizon that's just beginning to start here. That's awesome. Love that. Again, Six of Pentacles. This is something that basically in this deck, you can see that it's a branch there, and then the pentacles are like the berries, right? The fruit is starting to form on the branch, and so you're getting closer to harvesting some material gain, basically. And, you know, in a traditional deck, there is a call to balance, or to equity, or to share some of your good fortune. And we have the Four of Cups here, excuse me. This Four of Cups is very interesting. There is a bit of it's protective. It's also got a little bit of a tinge of greed to it. So there may be a little bit of fear in the emotional space about this situation, because, like I said, you are in a defensive position with the Seven of Wands, and also just cutting. You're not afraid to use your words at this time to defend yourself. So you may be communicating in such a way that it's a bit aggressive. It's going to cut some people out. A lot of people might get on the defensive emotionally with you, you know, in this space, as you're really kind of standing in your own power in that sense. There's a potential for some defensiveness there. Okay, people are going to feel like you're maybe being unreasonable or unfair in some way. But like I said, there is a new opportunity coming in, and not everybody's going to understand it. Okay, so there's definitely not everybody's going to understand it. They're going to wonder what the hell you're doing, or there could be an element of greed or jealousy. Like I said, can speak to the kind of jealousy as well. And you might have to defend yourself a little bit about that. The jealous people that are sort of coming out of the woodwork, or feeling entitled to your good fortune in some way, right? Eight of Pentacles underlies the deck, and this is all about working hard, craftsmanship, skill, honing your skills, honing your abilities. I think with this underlying the deck, it's kind of like that new opportunity you have is related to something that you're very talented with, you know, and typically when we find ourselves very talented, it's because there's a semblance of passion involved. It's something you like, you know, hopefully something you enjoy. And I think basically you're calibrating a way that you're going to potentially learn to monetize something that you do enjoy in life. Again, what's truly important to you, right? The Eight of Pentacles jumped out again as I was shuffling. So being underlying and then jumping out, it's like it clearly wants to be emphasized. So we have the Eight of Pentacles here, clarifying the Page of Wands. Now the Page of Wands, again, is like being focused on your new passion, and sort of, I consider it a recalibration, that Page of Wands, because it comes right after the Ten of Wands, which is all about releasing a burden, letting go of something. And so you may have recently let go of something, and that's allowed space for you to get more in touch with what it is you truly are passionate about. And I feel like you're working hard at cultivating that. You know, the Eight of Pentacles is all about working very diligently and with a very focused intent. So I love that. All right, we've got the Magician. Yeah, you've got all the tools you need here, and you are beginning to alchemize and really curate and cultivate your reality. You know, I love that Magician card, by the way. I'm gonna hold that right back up again. I think this is just badass. I love this. I don't know, the cheetah. I have a soft spot for the Wild Unknown. It's the first tarot deck I ever got, and I learned to read on it, and I really do enjoy it. Anyway, okay, one more card for our Earth signs here. One more card, please. Oh, boy, these are kind of jumpy today, or I'm being really clumsy today. I don't know what. I've had so many close calls with throwing them everywhere. Okay, and we have the Seven of Wands again. So in this case, you can see that the 7th wand is lit. It's on fire. You know, you are being passionate right now. You're very strongly emphasizing what it is you want, and you're not doing so in a way that's, you're not attacking people by doing so. You're just standing for yourself. And in so doing, you're shining brightly. So you're, like I said, with the Magician and the 8 of Pentacles and everything that's going on here in this column, it's like you're definitely standing on a new footing of like, no, this is what I want to do with my life. This is the thing that I'm interested in. This is what I'm passionate about. I'm going to find a way to make it work. I want to do this as my means of making a living in this life, you know, and we all unfortunately have to make a living. We're kind of enslaved to the system that we're in a sense, but there's lots of ways to hack that system. Very important. Money's not a bad thing. Money's a very good thing, and you need to, and by the way, I don't know why I'm saying this, but maybe some of you need to cultivate a more healthy relationship with money and recognize that more is better. More is always better, but you don't have to sacrifice your soul for it. You know, there's a way to have more financial abundance and be true to yourself and authentic with yourself. Daughter of Pentacles or Page of Pentacles is on the bottom here. There's an optimism in this opportunity that's being presented. That's the way it's very, this young deer is like very, I'm not having the correct word here. I mean, naive is what's coming to mind, but I don't mean that in the sense that you're not aware of what's going on, but you have a very, wow. Very inspired, just very inspired, very hopeful, and very excited. Okay, I don't know. My linguistic prowess is on the decline. I don't know. Okay, but let's get the 2 of Pentacles clarified for you, Earth signs. Thank you for bearing with me today. I know I'm a little bit here and there, so I don't know. Yes. And I guess, you know, we got our 3 cards here. All right. I was going to say, I guess in the context of our rune here, you know, a house, a home, what is truly important to one. I feel like you're just actively cultivating your environment at this time, and I think it's beautiful. Now, we're clarifying the 2 of Pentacles again, which is like that juggling energy, right? Something's got to be released or something's got to change to bring a balance to things. You know, it's like, it can represent a change that is very harmonious into your higher good and your higher outcome, which makes sense to me. We had Judgment here pop out, which is really about divine intervention and spirit intervening on your behalf and bringing about a change. You know, it's like a course correction in your life. So something has changed here significantly, or it's about to. It's divine intervention. It's something that's deep rooted in you as well. Something that you've been, again, it's like it's getting to your true emotional needs. I'm reading a little out of the box here, but the way this tree's got these deep root systems, you could think of it as like your external world and your internal world. And we're really like finding the emotional fulfillment that is like deep within you, you know, the deep rooted stuff. What's underneath all of the layers of programming? What is it that you truly desire? What are you truly passionate about? This is something that's meant to come forward. You know, the nutrients in the soil, it's like your true calling, and the things that bring you emotional fulfillment and spiritual fulfillment. Those nutrients are being taken up and brought into the external world as your livelihood. You know, in the 3D, you could think of it as like the external world and the internal. And all that spiritual nutrition is being cultivated and brought up and presenting in your outside life. Okay, boy, my nose is really itchy. All right, now we have the Queen of Cups here. She's highly intuitive, kind of on par with the High Priestess, but it's also an energy of like nurturing and motherly and very caring, very loving of other people. Some of you may have an interest in something to do with that. either hospitality or healthcare, maybe even. But the spirit behind whatever it is that you do have a true passion to care for others. I think you have a very tender heart. And then we have the Tower as our last card here. And I think that's really interesting, the way we've got these two trees represented. The Tower is about rapid changes. You know, it's taking something that's established and sort of taking away elements of it that aren't there to serve. So the tree, let me put it this way, if we're using the metaphor of the tree as being your energy, it's like the tree survives this, but something is removed. And that's kind of what I was getting at with this judgment card and that mission realignment for spirit. You know, spirit is the one that's causing this Tower moment externally. And it could be something as simple as an epiphany about what you truly want to do. It could be something externally circumstantial that kind of forces you to make a change. I don't really know what. I mean, take it as it resonates. It's really, you'll know what that is. But it's really going to course correct you more into your true nature, which I think is a very nurturing nature. It's a very caring and tender nature. That's for somebody. I feel like somebody out there is really got a heart to take care of people. And it is kind of a juxtaposition from the Queen of Swords that we saw earlier. So you're exploring more of that, more of the facets of who you really are. You know, getting to the roots of it with that Six of Cups. It's like you're getting more in touch with who you really are, and there is a side that is important. You know, it's important to, especially if you do have that nurturing nature and that desire to care for others, to make sure that you're not letting people take advantage of that. You know, you still have to have healthy boundaries and healthy balance. And so that Queen of Swords energy from earlier in the reading is critical for that, I feel. But I do have a sense that many of you are more naturally inclined to be that tender-hearted and caring type of person, that motherly type of person, you know. Okay, let's get your potential outcome going for you, Earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yes, indeed. All right. One more shuffle here, and we'll get it going. All right. We have Judgment. So Judgment has come out twice in this reading, and I think it's really critical to understand that basically, yes, this is something intended by Spirit. These changes are divinely appointed. And they are bringing about what is truly important to you. And it's also something that will benefit the group, the community, the collective, right? Your best version of yourself is the one that serves the people around you in the highest capacity. All right, we've got the Four of Cups. Again, Four of Cups has come out twice as well. In this case, we're looking at it in a more traditional sense. Stagnancy. Be careful of too much stagnancy and too much fixation on what isn't right. You know, if you're going to focus on things you don't have, or being in a spirit of discontentment, what I'm seeing in this message is then, well, you're going to have to get up and make some changes and actually do something about it. So if you find yourself in some thought loops of some discontentment, just bear that in mind, okay? You either need to change your attitude or change your actions. And then we have the Two of Cups here, which is beautiful. You could have a new partnership coming in for you, a beautiful soul contract with somebody, be it around your career or friendship or romance. You know, it could be lots of things, but this is a significant person coming into your life that's really going to, I think they're going to really help you bring about your new mission in life. It's like whatever it is that this energy that you're recalibrating, somebody's going to come in to really support and facilitate that. And that can be in a romantic relationship, certainly. Just having support from a significant other is always a beautiful thing. But it could be somebody that you're actually working with, like in the trenches of whatever it is you're doing, okay? Take it as it resonates, but look for somebody who wants to be supportive of you at this time, because it may be somebody that you have a soul contract with, and they're meant to be there, you know? They're meant to be there. You know, it's divinely appointed stuff with this Judgment card. Again, Underlying the deck is the King of Pentacles, Earth signs. I love that. This is definitely in your energy, and this king is secure. They're financially abundant, secure, and really cultivating, or have cultivated, a kingdom of peace. You know, the earth element. This court. This is not a warring king. This is a king in peacetime. So there is a period of rest and abundance and happiness and fulfillment right around the corner for you, Earth signs. Again, something that is what's truly important to you and what blesses the community. You know, matters of the home, matters of the community, but things that you're truly passionate about. Okay, so Earth signs. That's interesting. I kind of just had this card like pull away as I picked this up, and I don't know why I picked it up. I thought I was done with the reading. I just wanted to point out the Hanged Man is on the other side of the deck here, was underneath the King of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man is gained enlightenment by seeing things from a different point of view. And, you know, hanging by your foot like this isn't exactly comfortable either, so it may be an uncomfortable realization to make, but I feel like a lot of you, some of this is really going to click into place when you see something from a new perspective. Okay, and it may be slightly uncomfortable, but I would say, you know, as Earth signs, we have a tendency to really enjoy comfort, and sometimes it's very important to put that aside and get a little bit comfortable with discomfort, because you can learn a lot, and you also gain so much empowerment from that. You know, part of the magician's energy is, you know, recognizing that the external world ultimately can't affect you as much as it does if you don't allow it to. There's so much mind over matter involved in the human experience. You know, we're very, very resilient creatures, can survive in a myriad of environments. But that ability to get more comfortable with making yourself uncomfortable is really a key to bringing about this prosperity, I think, for many of you. So, interesting. All right, Earth signs, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate each and every one of you. And if you're not subscribed and you resonated with this message, please consider subscribing. Yeah, usually not this clunky. I don't know what's going on today. But anyway, I hope to see you next time. Terra Firma Thursdays every Thursday. Dear Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I love you guys. Have a beautiful week, and I'll see you next time.